it's Bass and Gal Barbara. So I have been waiting to do this announcement that I am so excited about, but I have been accepted into the ProStaff for 6-gill fishing. And more than likely you have heard about them. They are pretty big and active on social media. If you haven't heard about them, they are a primarily rod and reel company. And I have actually been using their stuff for this past year. And I got started with 6-gill because somebody on social media had seen one of my videos and had asked me, have you ever used anything with 6-gill? And I'm like, no. And, you know, he had told me how great their spinning gear was. And, you know, I primarily use bait casters, but I got on their social media, and, you know, you can get on their social media and just see how, first of all, how active their CEO is, answering questions from customers and, you know, making sure that customers are satisfied. I mean, he really goes that extra mile for everybody. And, you know, I was reading reviews. I saw just how happy everybody was. And, you know, last year during the holidays, they had a buy one, get one free. So I'm like, okay, you know, so I picked me up, you know, a couple of their rods and a couple of their reels for the buy one, get one free. And then when spring came and I started fishing with it, then I picked me up another rod and reel. And anyway, I fished with them, with their stuff all year long, and absolutely love it. And so I was been engaged on their social media, talking, you know, still talking, and their social media page, up to now for their 6-gill angler page is up to 90,000. And so that's one thing that I always tell people when they're hesitant is like, you know, just go look at the interactions, you know. Okay, so you know, if you've never heard of them, if you've, you know, you are hesitant, go and ask people in the group. You know, they're not paying 90,000 people to go and lie about their products, you know. And the people that know me that are watching this, you know, you see me fishing with the stuff. I'm not going to go and fish with stuff or spend my money on stuff that I don't believe in. You know, so anyway, I'm so happy to be on their ProStaff, because, you know, after the year of trying their stuff, you know, I really wanted to put it to the test on my topwater striper fishing, because I always every year end up ripping off my fluorocarbon on my best reels and my best rods to go striper fishing with. And you can actually go to my November post. It's in the picture it says Ben's and Behemoth. And you can watch that. And I mean, you're welcome to watch the whole video, but at minute 10 minute and 20 seconds in, I start fighting a striper. And in that video, we actually are sitting there thinking, wait a minute, have I hooked a catfish or what's going on here? Because it's going under the boat and it's like, I cannot get this fish in. I fought this fish for well over 2 minutes. But the reason I'm saying go to that video is because if you've never used their gear, you know, you can't just go to the store and check it out. Go to that video, because if you turn your volume all the way up, my GoPro actually picked up the drag system on that pole. you know, you can just hear it just, you know, I mean, just working flawlessly. And, you know, and what actually ended up happening, it was a nice striper. I mean, I show you the picture of it in the video, but it was a really nice striper that was foul hooked. And so when the striper comes up, we're like, oh, he's foul hooked. That's why, you know, it was so hard to get him up. So, but you can hear the drag system just working perfectly. And had it not worked the way it was intended to work, I would have never gotten that fish in. So I encourage you to look at that if you're on the fence, you're unsure, or just for fun. But so then I got back from the striper fishing trip, and I was sold. And you know, the great thing about 6-gill is they really allow the average fisherman, and when I say the average fisherman, I'm talking the not Kevin Van Dam's, the not Mike Iaconelli's, the not Brandon Polinick's and Jacob Wheeler's, and you know, they allow the weekend warriors and the, you know, let me fish a tournament for 3 hours on a Thursday night, or let me fish from a bank. You know, they allow those anglers to have phenomenal gear without breaking the bank. And that is super important to me because I don't have a lot of money, you know, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But I have awesome fishing gear. So I don't have to go and show like, hey, look at my Karada, you know, look at my Cronarch, you know, and spent $400 on one reel, you know. I take advantage of all the sales that 6-gill puts on, their buy one, get one frees. And it allows me to build my arsenal fast. And in my opinion, it is top quality. I have no concerns about whether or not my gear is going to perform day in and day out. So this is what I want to show you. For that video, I don't have the rod that I was using that day. It is still on the boat. Well, and actually with the reel that I was actually using, but I bought a few more of those same reels, but here's that reel that I was using in that video. This is a new one, and this is called the Typhoon. Get it out of the package. Okay, there's the 6-gill, and then you can see Typhoon, and then this is the actual reel right here. It's got the braking system on the side. Smooth as it can be. I just love it, love it, love it. And I got them in all different gear. Sorry, we're back. My alarm went off because I'm getting ready to go to an appointment. But so that's the Typhoon. I have these in multiple different gear ratios because I use them for different techniques. So that's the Typhoon. For today, this is really what you want to pay attention to if you want to get in on a great deal, because a pre-sale buy one get one free is going on now. Okay, this, let me just show you this one real quick if I can fit it in this room. This is one of their best-selling rods. This is a Creature. I'm not gonna be able to turn it around, but this is their Creature. And I've got a 7-foot medium on this because I use it for cranking. Love this for crankbaiting. But this is their standard color. It's like they're usually in black, and they got a little bit of that royal blue in them. Some of their rods are all blue, but that's usually their signature color, is that black and blue. And this is the Creus, okay? there. This is a 7-to-1. Comes in a little cover. And then it's got the braking system over here as well. And again, it's the black with the blue. Again, this is a phenomenal reel. So we got that of the Creus. And then let me show you this rod. This is the Aquilos. Oh, that's great, Barb. Just send it right through the roof and break the whole thing. I'm really good. Okay, so this is a 7-foot medium heavy. If you can see that. And it's actually got a Typhoon on it. I was using this for Texas rigging, which is, I love to Texas rig. So if you look, I want to show you the different style of butt on this, because the other one had mostly the cord. But right here, this is important for me to note, because my fingertips, because of my peripheral neuropathy, I don't have a lot of good feeling in my fingertips. I can't hold my line like this and feel a fish pick up the bait. But if you know, and it's hard for any fisherman to explain what a typical bite feels like on a jig or a Texas rig. You know, like some people are like you know, and I kind of say like tink. You know, it's just that, you know, and like even just barely touching this, like it's amazing what you feel. And I actually hold my rod like this when I'm fishing. And if the bass picks it up, I can actually feel it in here. And sometimes I'll hold it if it's a super, super light bite that day. Like if they're just barely picking it up, I'll even hold it a little bit lower, so that, because I do have feeling right here, and I'll even hold it down here. But the rods for the feel, the sensitivity on this Aquilos is insane. It is insane. And I just love it. So today is a pre-sale for 6 gill. And they are doing now, like I said, the black and the blue, that's their typical color line. But today, they're giving us exactly what we want. They're doing a pre-sale for the Aquilos and the Creus. Okay? Buy one, get one free. And they're doing limited edition colors. And you'll have to go to their website. The sale started at 10. But you'll have to go to their website to see what colors are available. I'll try to remember them off the top of my head. But they have the Bassingal Green, which is the lime right here. So some of those might end up on my boat. I don't know. We'll see how long the sale goes on. But they got the lime green, they have red, purple, kind of like a UK blue. And then they have 2 military colors, like a hunter green and then like a desert sand. And I think that's all. I might be missing one. But so you can get 2 of those combos on the limited edition colors for the price of one combo. And you don't even have to buy both of them. You can just buy one of the rods and get one of the other rods for free. You can get one of the reels and get the other one for free. You know, so it's, like I said, it is really a good way to build your arsenal, taking advantage of those sales if you can do it. If you can't, they offer sales throughout the whole year. They target fishermen like, I was going to say us. They target fishermen like me who can't just go out and buy whatever they want whenever they want. So if you are looking for extremely good gear that is not going to let you down, and you know, don't want to, you know, spend thousands of dollars, and you know, in fishing, that's not out of the question. You've got to check these guys out. So head over to Six Gill Fishing. There will be a tab up in the menu where it says BOGO for buy one get one free. You do not need a coupon code. You don't need anything. If it's on that BOGO, then it will automatically deduct it from your bill when you check out. So if you have any questions, let me know, because I have a lot of their gear. I can tell you what I use for what technique, what I think works best, how I tune each different kind of rod or each kind of reel, what line I use on each kind of reel. Like I've used them a lot. So any questions, just let me know. I would be glad to help. That is really, you know, my intention is to help you guys with whatever I can. And I mean it when I say it. I absolutely love Six Gill, and I could not be happier to represent these guys. You know, go to Six Gill Anglers on Facebook and put in a request to get onto the angler page and start interacting with people. It's just a great group of people. So, all right, that's the announcement. That's the only one I can announce right now, but 2020 is going to be great. So, love you guys. Kiss them where they don't come back, and we will chat soon. Mwah.